Good day, everyone. Welcome back to MOG Economics YouTube channel. We are going to be proceeding with our discussion on the history of economic thoughts. So today we'll be looking at Marxian economics, and then we'll be looking at two major proponents of this school of thoughts. We have Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. So our lesson outcomes, although not exactly in this format, we're looking at Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, the labor theory of value according to this school of thoughts, the evils of capitalism, the reserved army of labor, communism, the role of Engels. Okay, I think I already spoke about this at the beginning anyway. On no, I mean in the next slide. Then we have criticisms of this school of thought, and then you have an assignment. So here we have statue of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. So if you're facing your laptop as I'm facing mine right now, we have Karl Marx is the guy on my left hand side, and then Friedrich Engels is the guy on the right hand side. So this was the year, or these were the years they lived. 1818 to 1883 Karl Marx, 1820 to 1895 for Friedrich Engels. So technically speaking, um, Engels lived longer than Karl Marx, even though Karl Marx happened to have been 2 years older than he was at the time. So let's just go into our story. Karl Marx was a 19th century German philosopher and economist who developed the Marxian school of economics with the assistance of Friedrich Engels. Alright, so the school of thought was influenced by the events that characterized the Industrial Revolution and capitalism at the time. So we've looked at classical economics, and then we've looked at the impacts of the Industrial Revolution, on the classical economics ideas, right? So this is also like kind of talking about this is an offshoot. Okay, this school of thought is an offshoot of what the classical economics were based on what they were talking about, in line of that industrial revolution. If you remember that we had Adam Smith that was looking at the division of labor, socialization, and all of that. So Karl Marx also has something to say, about all of those things. Engels co-authored the Communist Manifesto and helped define communism. He also helped he also helped publish the second and third edition of Das Kapital or Das Kapital. So Das Kapital happens to be, a publication by Karl Marx. So after his demise, Engels, publicized the second and third edition of it. So Engels was more of the financier of Marx's ideological ideals, or let me say publications, just as it is here. So you might be surprised that by the time we begin to look into some of the things that we have to say, in this particular school of thought, um, Friedrich happens to be from a rich family, right? So his family was benefiting from the Industrial Revolution at the time, right? So his family was benefiting from capitalism. So the thing is that if you happen to be an entrepreneur, capitalism is kind of great for you. If you happen to be a successful entrepreneur, because of the competitive nature of capitalism, you might be kicked out. Your business might be kicked out. So that's why I added successful, right? So if you happen to be a successful entrepreneur or capitalist, right, you're going to be making a lot of money then and even now, right? But um, the angle that Karl Marx was coming from was the angle of the workers. So what is happening to the workers?